Hello, and welcome to our Yoga Flow, our Vinyasa class. I'm Michael, and I hope that you will join me for this next 30-minute program. We will touch upon our entire being, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, awakening the life force inside of us. Now, you might notice behind me here, I have a blanket. The blanket is to help with my heels when we get to that particular stage in the sun salutes, a different form of sun salutes. So perhaps you might want to get a blanket, or maybe if you have wonderful balance on your heels, then you won't need it. But I have it just in case. Sometimes it is helpful, just so we don't topple over backwards. So find yourself standing in Tadasana, and I will turn to face you exactly. I have my mat at an angle because sometimes it's easier to see with some of the postures. So here we are in Tadasana mountain pose. So I'd like to begin this class with a standing, deep, extended Tadasana or mountain pose. So we're going to take an inhale and slowly draw the arms up. Breathing deeply, the deep belly breath, so key. And throughout this practice, allowing your body to open as it feels. Nothing is ever forced. As it feels appropriate, allow it to happen, but don't force it. Yes, there's effort involved. So you might see me now. I'm in an extended Tadasana. Some of you will know this as also the hand position for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. But we're going to stretch up to the heavens, and we're pressing down to the heel. So you could pick your toes up as I'm demonstrating, and then gently set them down. Let the arms come back with the ears. So we first check in with the feet. We did, right? Weight is in the heels. But you're still pressing down to the balls of the feet. Close your eyes if it works for you. I'll open mine again just to check, to see, demonstrating that it can be open, but then I just want to look forwards or down and forwards. But if you close your eyes, it will help you. So we're working from the feet up. Next, we want to check, are the legs straight? Engage those quads. And then we want to engage the glutes. And you say, well, why do we want to engage the glutes? Because the glutes will help us with a little bit of back bend here. It will lengthen and protect your spine. So we are stretching up to the heavens, and we're pressing the hips forwards on the exhale. So inhale, you can imagine, lengthening upwards, breathing through the nose, belly expands, and on the exhale through the nose, pressing the hips a bit more forwards. Not too much, but enough so you feel the slight back bend. So we have weight in the heels, legs are straight, glutes are engaged, long spine, chest opening, arms are straight, so engage the triceps. Arms leaders. Now, for many of us, we start to feel fatigue in the arms or the shoulders. See if you can breathe into this. But if you need to lower them, then I would like you to do so. But see if you cannot. Try. If you deep breathe and work on this, this is strengthening your entire skeletal system and all of the muscles that support it. So when I say strengthening the skeletal system, it's strengthening the muscles, but it's building density in the bones. So that, in and of itself, is strengthening of the skeletal system. Inhales as we stretch up. Exhales, engage the glutes, push the hips a little more forward. Bring the arms back with the ears. Now notice if your hands are together around the perimeter. In the center, they won't be, but around the perimeter, the edges of the hands, can you squeeze them together? This will strengthen the hands and the forearms. The chin is parallel with the floor, and the breath is deep, expansive belly breath. Feel it expand on the inhale, forwards, backwards, sideways, up through the middle of the chest. And you may say, well, what does this have to do with flow? Right now, we're focused on the breath. We're focused on a foundational posture, extended mountain pose. Or as some of you know, also the beginning of Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So the movement here is in the breath. As we work to calm and still the mind and the body so that we can awaken our spirit. Deep, expansive belly breath. We'll hold this for another minute. How about that? You think you can do it? Focus on the breath. Focus on the third eye. So the seat of intuition, that's between your eyebrows and one finger width above. There's actually 2 points there. So if the mind is wandering and right now you're going, oh, I'm dying, my shoulders, my arms, see if you can focus on the breath. Check in with your stance. The weight is in the heels. Pick the toes up. Straighten the legs. Engage the glutes. Lengthen up through the spine to the crown of the head. Straighten the arms. Bring the hands together more. You will feel amazing after this. And I always say the practice proves the teaching. So if you do it, don't have to listen to me. You just have to be aware, open up. Everything begins with awareness. We're almost there. How do you feel now? Oh my gosh, so strong maybe. Press the hips forwards a little more. Think of yourself as a dragon or a cobra, a gleaming, awakened chest, heart, lungs. So nice. We're almost there. Keep going just a little longer. A few more rounds of breath. Deep, expansive belly breath. Some of you may know Ujjayi breath, the sound of the sea, or Darth Vader. Perhaps you can find that. It's the vibration in the back of the throat. Now slowly, slowly, let the hands separate, and we'll let them drift down to the sides. And you may be saying, oh, thank the Lord for this. Yes, as we come down. It's so beautiful now, just flowing down, softening as you breathe deeply. Eyes still closed if it works for you. If not, it's fine. Now, arms will come to the sides. Now, I want you to forwards fold. You can slide your hands down your legs, but it is very slow. You could also dangle the arms in front. I'm demonstrating at the moment. Slowly, slowly hinging from the hips. No need to rush. Now, I want you to see if you can keep your legs straight. So this is the counter. I'm going to turn sideways again, and we're slowly coming down. The neck and the head are relaxed. Maybe you are already down. You went really fast. Don't worry about bringing the hands to the floor. First, I want you to keep the legs straight. The legs are straight. Excellent. Relaxing the head and the neck. So if you think you need to look to see, are my legs straight? Is my head and neck relaxed? What would you see? Well, you might see your thighs. Hopefully you don't see your feet. You're probably holding your head up then. Your hands can be resting on your legs anywhere, but the legs are straight. So engage those quads. This is stretching the hamstrings and what we would say the back fascial line. And the back fascial line runs really from the crown of the head, even some will say from the third eye, all the way down to the heels. Deep, expansive belly breath, even in the forwards fold. And then try to, with straight legs, shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Press down. So we're countering that back bend we did with this forwards fold. After this, we'll be moving. So right now, we are taking the focus on the movement of the breath. And we are awakening the front and back fascial lines. So when we say, yes, it is a flow, because these two complement one another, but the emphasis is on the pranayama, or the breathing, and the awakening of the tissues through postures that are held, complementing each other. With mountain pose extended to Tadasana and then with forwards fold, Uttanasana. Now, if the hands have come to the floor and the legs are straight, you can bend your elbows to the sides of the room. That's only if the hands, my fingers are down, then the elbows would bend to the sides of the room. So you can try that, but only if the legs are straight. And you've shifted your weight as well, hips over ankles, the weight shifting towards the balls of the feet. And the breath is deep and expansive, noticing the quality of your breath. So nice. Now we're slowly going to bring arms with ears and inhale up with a flat spine, noticing the stretch you receive. Inhaling up, tummy in. So nice. Eyes may still be closed, but maybe you've decided to open them. Maybe you now have relief and a gentle smile. Maybe some of you are like, oh no, I don't have a smile. That's okay. But see if you can find it. Slowly lowering the arms down to the sides. Ah, how do you feel now? Now, if you have your blanket or you don't think you need it, we're going to step back. So I'm going to step back and I'm going to come onto bring my heels onto the blanket. My feet are hips width apart. So from here, I will inhale and bring my hands to heart center. And I will inhale up to the heavens. Now, at this point in time, you may say, well, why do I need the blanket? And maybe you don't, so you can step off, and that is fine. But you will find in a moment why you might want it. Exhale, lower the arms behind the head. Fingers point to the sky. So it's key here to keep the palms together. Fingers point to the sky. Inhale up. Stretch. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhales up. Exhale, hands come behind the head. Try to keep the chin parallel, palms together, point fingers to sky. Now, if the hands don't stay there, that's okay. Inhale up, exhale. But you're trying over time. You will see what happens here. Inhaling up, exhaling. Inhaling up, exhaling. Nice. Now I'm going to step back again, and this time for sure bringing my heels to the blanket. Sinking down with the tailbone. Looking forwards as best you can. So it's almost like a squat, yes? In fact, it is really a squat. Now some of us may not be able to come down all the way, so then you can rest your arms on your legs as I'm doing, okay? But if you can open the feet up maybe even a little wider. I will inhale up, just as we did before, stretch as much as you can, then exhale, bring the hands behind the head. This is where you can sometimes topple over if you don't have the blanket underneath. Inhale up, exhale down. Now we're going to inhale forward, stretch. Exhale back to heart center. Inhales up, exhales behind the head. Inhale up, exhale heart center. Inhales forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now one more time, we're going to inhale forwards. Now here, I like to have you bring the hands down to your mat and gently lower the knees down. Then you're going to sit back on your heels. So you can bring the knees together if it works better for you. And slide your hands forward in prayer. The knife edge of the hands together, the pinkies, stretch. Sitting down on heels. So we'll take a couple of breaths here, rounds of breath. Deep belly breath. And then we're going to come up out of tortoise now. So with arms with ears, inhale coming up as best you can, flat spine. Inhaling, so this is known as Ardha Karmasana, and then we'll slowly lower the hands back to heart center, and then we'll begin again. So you can gently step up, coming back near your blanket if you're using it. Inhales up to the heavens. Exhales, hands slow down behind the head. Palms together, inhaling up. Exhale down to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, heart center. Inhales up through the nose, deep belly breath. Exhale behind the head. Navel draws to spine. Inhale. Exhale. Now stepping back, finding to blanket, raising the heels a bit, and slowly sinking down, long spine, whatever works for you here. Inhales up, stretch up, nice. Exhale, hands behind head, palms together, as best you can. Inhale up. So don't worry about sliding down so much if you can't. And lower hands. Inhales forward. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale behind head. And again, if you can bring them further down with palms together, good. If not, don't worry about it. Inhale up. Keep palms together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling up. Lengthening up. Exhale behind the head. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhales forward. Exhale. And I think that was 3, but let's do one more just in case. Inhale up. Exhale behind the head. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhales forward. Exhale back. And inhale forward one more time. And then gently lower hands and come to the knees. And slide forward. Sit back and slide your hands forward. So we're in an extended child's pose right now. Or some might say, oh, this is also part of tortoise. Yes, it is. But we'd have the knees together if we were in tortoise. So if they're separated, you're in child's pose. Bend the hips back, stretch the arms forward. And now, arms with ears, inhale, come up with a flat back, tummy draws in, inhaling up slowly. And then the hands can come down to heart center, and we'll slowly curl toes under and step it up. So we're going to do one more set of those, and then we'll move on. So as you're ready, feet hips width apart, long spine, inhale up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stepping back. We'll do 3 sets now as we sink down. Long spine, lowering down, doing what you can, adjusting if you need to. Remember, you can always keep the arms on the legs initially. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Remembering palms together. Inhales forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And lowering hands down on the exhale. Slowly coming down. Sliding forwards. Stretching your spine. Lengthening. Sit the hips on the heels. And then, now take your index finger and your thumbs together and you place the palms on the mat. Lowering the head down. And we'll breathe a few rounds of breath while we connect our palms with the earth. Deep, expansive breath. Lower the third eye down to the earth if you can. And remember, nothing is forced, but you are putting effort into it. And then softening as much as you can. All the while, deep, expansive belly breath. Very important, the deep, expansive belly breath. That is what we practiced at the beginning. You can feel the belly expand up through the chest, up through the back, and then contract. Do you have the gentle Buddha smile? Excellent. Now, for those of you that have your knees apart, see if you can work them together. Bring the hands back into prayer, thumbs crossed. We're coming into tortoise again. Press down through the pinkies and arms with ears. Engage your core. Inhale, come up. Flat spine. Inhaling up. All the way to the heavens. Wonderful. Then let the arms open out to the sides. This will be a beautiful stretch for your heart and your lungs. The eyes are open. If you like, maybe you want them closed still. Slowly we migrate down. So nice. Then we're going to walk the hands forwards. And we're going to come into tabletop. Or interestingly enough, this has the name Baramanasana in Sanskrit. So we want to check that we've opened up our fingers. You can see how I've opened up my fingers. And my hips are over my knees, hips width apart, my feet lined up behind, tops of the feet to the floor. Some of you may want to curl the toes under. So it just depends what feels right to you here. Okay, so maybe we'll curl the toes under today. We'll stretch the arch. How about that? Take an inhale. And on the exhale, press into the floor and round into cat. A Halloween cat. Press down, press down. Exhaling, pausing momentarily, and then inhaling as you lower belly, looking up to the sky. Now on the next exhale, I'd like you to take your forehead to your right knee. So bring the right knee up and see if you can round underneath. Exhaling, rounding. Maybe you can't touch, that's fine. And then we're going to inhale and extend the right leg behind you, looking up to the sky. Straighten the leg as best you can, raise it up, and exhale, lower down. And now, left knee, still exhaling, left knee comes to forehead. Inhale, extending left leg. Straighten it out, good, looking up. Exhale, lowering down, immediately going into cat. Let the big toes touch if you can. Go into cat. Rounding into cat, exhaling. Inhale, now looking up to sky. Inhaling up, so nice. And back to neutral. You can open the feet up wide again or keep the toes touching, whatever works for you. Take an inhale. Exhale, round into cat. Press down through the floor. Inhales, look up. Exhale now, forehead to right knee, curling underneath as best you can. Inhale, looking up as you extend right leg behind you. Straighten the leg out, point the toes. Exhale, that leg comes down as left knee comes to forehead. Rounding. Inhale. Extending left leg, looking up. Exhale, toes together, back into cat. So nice. Do you feel this through your spine? Inhale through your abdominal and thoracic cavities. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, back to neutral. Open the feet up if you like again, or keep the big toes touching. Maybe you want to curl the toes under again. You can decide. I recommend right now keeping the tops of the feet to the floor for this last one, just so we change it up. Take an inhale, exhale, round into cat. Inhale, looking to sky. Exhale, forehead to right knee. So pick the right knee up, round. Inhale, extending right leg behind you, looking up to sky. Straighten the leg as best you can. Exhale, lowering down as left knee now comes to forehead. Inhale, extending left leg. Straighten the leg, exhaling down. Toes touch, rounding into cat. Inhaling into cow. And coming back to neutral. Well done. Separate the feet. Now, stay in Baramanasana for a moment. Curl the toes under. Let's just curl the toes under. We'll stretch the arch of the feet for a moment. Take an inhale. Exhale, round back into cat. So we're only doing cats and cows here for a couple of rounds. Really press down, hold the air out, hold the air out. So we're practicing with our pranayama, our breathing here. Inhales now, lowering belly, looking up to sky. Hold the air in. Belly expands. Exhale. Back into cat. Navel draws to spine. Inhale into cow. Hold the air in. Look up to the heavens. You can even do this with the eyes closed. Exhale. So nice. Back into cat. Inhale. And come back to neutral. Tap the tops of the feet to the floor if you like. This is often nice just to awaken the feet. Very good. Now we will take a spine twist. So take a nice big breath. Inhale, raise the left arm up, out to the sides, and slide it underneath. It's going to slide underneath the right arm and the right armpit, bringing your left ear to the floor. So this is known as a half knot. So your left palm faces the sky, and then we'll take our right arm, okay, our right arm up to the sky. We may want to bring it up to the sky as I'm demonstrating. The right palm faces the right side of the room. You may want to wrap it around your back. Some of you might even be able to hold your left thigh with your right hand. So here we are in the beginning stages. You could stay right here and just inhale and expand the belly and the chest. Exhale, use the arm wrap to twist a little, or if the arm is up in the air, just bring it back a little bit, okay? If you'd like to move a little further, we'll take an inhale, extend the right leg, toes to floor. Now, if you have your blanket behind you, I'm pushing it out of the way. So toes to floor. Now from here, we can inhale and raise the right leg up, finding your balance. Now, sometimes you roll over and you just laugh and smile and come back into it. So you can check. And some of us might want to bring our right arm back up. Some of us may want to come out and hover over the left. Some of us might want to stretch it forwards to the front of the room. Who knows? You decide. We just do it for another few breaths. And then slowly, slowly now, lowering the right knee down, bringing the right hand back to the side. Gently inhale, push yourself up. Coming back into tabletop. Now from here, we do the other side. So check in. Inhale now, the right arm comes out. Exhale, slides underneath the left shoulder, bringing right ear to floor. So it's very important to bring the ear down, if you can, as best you can, turning the head sideways. Now from here, your left hand, you can bring arm up to sky. Left palm faces the left side of your mat. Maybe you want to wrap the arm around your back. And the left hand might get a hold of the right thigh. You can stay here, inhaling and exhale, twisting a little more, opening the chest. So you'd be twisting up with the left shoulder and behind you. Some of you may say, oh, I'm ready. Inhale, extend the left leg. Press the toes to the floor first. And then you can inhale and raise the left leg up to the sky. Standing it, breathing. Deep belly breath. Some of you may say, I want to do something with my arm. Bring the left arm back up. Hover over the right. Stretch it in front of you, palm to floor, reaching towards the front of your mat, maybe off your mat. Deep belly breath. We hold it for a couple of breaths. Lengthening through the leg. And then slowly, slowly, we lower the knee down, the left knee down, bringing the left hand back to the side, slowly pushing yourself up. And coming back into tabletop and just noticing what you are aware of now. And then let's wag our tails. Take the hips one direction, look down the other side of the body. So you're wagging and breathing. Putting the final touches on your practice. And coming back to neutral, sitting back on those heels. If you need to put something under your knees, do so. Sitting up tall. Closing the eyes. Let the hands rest on the legs, the thighs. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on your heels as I am doing. But find the length through the spine, softening in the face. Allowing for yourself to feel the imprint of your practice. Allowing for the integration. What are you aware of now? What has changed for you in the last 30 minutes? This is the opportunity for the final meditation. We moved from breathing, posture, to calming the mind, to focusing inwards, to stilling the mind, to hopefully preparing ourselves to be here in the final moments in a meditative state. Focusing on the breath, focusing on the third eye. Softening in the face, the shoulders, and the hips. You are seated, calm, relaxed, balanced, invigorated. Lucid. Slowly, slowly, with the eyes closed, let the hands come up vigorously, rub them together, creating heat. Placing them over the eyes, feeling the inwards penetration of life force. One more time, vigorously rub them. Placing them over the eye. No anger, no complaint, no ego with anyone. Giving thanks to the divine for all that you have been provided, and allowing for the awakening of the heart to care, compassion, and love, and the realization of your true consciousness and your inseparableness with nature. You can slowly bring the hands to prayer, to the third eye, to the mouth, the throat, and finally to heart center. Just a gentle bow, acknowledging your effort in caring for yourself and awakening of your being. Slowly allow the eyes to open. I want to thank you. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste.